What's going on, everybody? My name is Weston, and this is my first YouTube video ever, so we're kind of winging it today, but we'll see where this gets us. But today's video is going to be, we're going to be installing a BRZ Zeta 4 Cusco seat into the passenger side of my 2017 Super BRZ. That's what most of these videos are going to be on, is my 2017 BRZ. But I might do a couple flying videos because I'm going to school to be a pilot, and maybe a couple like Christian videos or whatever, because I'm very deep into my faith, and I'd love to try and incorporate all three of those if I can. But yeah, here's my 2017 Subaru BRZ. Nothing insane. I wouldn't say it's run-of-the-mill, but, you know, it gets the job done. I love it. I love where it sits right now. But today we're going to be replacing the driver's side. It's just a 2017 BRZ seat. It's got the stitching on it that a lot of people love for whatever reason. It's got the heated seat option. It's just time to go. Something a little bit different, a little bit more race car. But on the passenger side, I'll go ahead and show y'all. We have a 2018 BRZ TS seat. This was pretty hard to find where the airbags weren't deployed. The only issue with it is that the rail down here is like bent in a little bit. I got to fix that. And then this right here, this mark, I cannot figure out for the life of me what that mark is. But I've tried everything under the sun except for paint, and that's kind of what it's looking like it's going to have to be. But yeah, today we're going to be installing that driver's seat. Like I said, it's going to be a BRZ Zeta 4, so it's going to be pretty for our skinny boys, probably like 150 pounds and under. And it's got the Cusco collab going with it, so let's go take a look at it. Here's the box it came in. It's got the BRZ seat. I wanted to save it for the video, but I kind of got a little too excited and went ahead and opened it and took it out of the wrapping and everything. But yeah, here's the box it came in. Nothing crazy. Literally, this is all the packaging it came with, which was, I thought, kind of crazy for the amount you pay for the seat, but that's okay. But here, I'll go ahead and take it out of the wrapper. Side now, and we have the BRZ seat pulled out. Again, this is a Zeta 4 model. It's pretty slim. I mean, this is my hand for reference. It's pretty slim. I'm 140, and this is probably the tightest seat I've ever sat in. I love it because it's snug and it fits me perfectly. But if you're a chunky boy, I don't recommend. But I just got the standard back. I didn't get a carbon back. I went to flight school and not made of money. So we're just gonna chill with the silver back for now. Also, I kind of wish these were carbon, but it's all good. And then we have the BRZ logo on the back. Again, I wish that was like red or had a Cusco above it or something, but whatever. Then yeah, it's a pretty simple seat. I have no idea how it's going to sit in the car, but I guess we'll find that out. But yeah, we'll go ahead and throw this in. I'll show you the seat rails too. Well, here's the seat rails. I got them from PLM, private label manufacturing. I know they make BRZ headers and like front pipes and stuff. I have never used PLM personally, but I've never heard anything crazy bad about them. But I'm not getting the real BRZ stuff because I cannot afford that, like I said. I'm in flight school, so whatever. Here's your honest review of a PLM seat. But we'll go ahead and get these bad boys open and see how they fit. So here's what you get when you open the box. You get the seat rails, obviously. I think this is for one side, one side, or just a longer extension. This is for the other side. And then you have a couple brackets and seat movement adjustability, so that's really nice. So, you know, if somebody taller decides to drive my car or whatever, then you can use this to move the seat back and forth. I didn't really want a true fixed in position seat because that's just too inconvenient. But a couple brackets, just the height, and then you've got your hardware. So yeah, hopefully that'll button right up to the BRZ seat, and let's go ahead and throw it in. All right, so first things first, we got to get this seat out, and I know 2017 and up. I'm not sure about 22 plus. That's a whole nother platform, honestly, to me, on interior wise. But 2017 plus BRZ and 8.6, I believe, takes a 12 mil socket to take all 4 bolts out of the floor. But on the 2013 to 2016, I know they're a completely different bolt, and they're awful, miserable. Like, they break in half, they snap, they strip, whatever. So if I were you and you have a 2013 to 2016, I would go ahead and get the new bolts out of a 2017 plus. I forget the thread pitch and all that, but I would just try and find that. And FT Speed, I can link them down in the description below, but they have a whole video about the threads and like breaking them off and how to replace them and all that. It's super simple to put back in, but to take off the first time I hear it say absolute pain in the butt. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this seat out and put the Cusco in. Now we have all 4 bolts out, and since this is a heated seat and has airbags and everything, it's got the clips underneath. Now, I did not detail this, and I've never taken my seat out in the 3 years I've owned it, so just act like what you see is not underneath there. But you just take this flap up, and there's a couple clips. I'm pretty sure the white one is for the airbag, so we'll be keeping that in the car completely, but we'll still be disconnecting the seat. And then the yellow one, I think, just gets removed completely. So yeah, let's go ahead and unplug these and take the seat out. So what you want to do now, since you have the seat out of the car, is you want to have to take this seatbelt buckle off of the old seat and put it onto the BRZ, and then you're going to want to have to pry this plastic piece off to access this little wire or whatever. But you're going to want a flathead for the plastic piece and a 14 millimeter for the seatbelt buckle. So we finally got this plastic cover off and the seatbelt actual buckle off with the 14 mil. But on the 2017 seat, apparently there's like a little clip in here. You might just want to get a pair of pliers or something and kind of squeeze this little thing out. You'll see what I'm talking about if you're replacing it. And then the cord goes all the way up under here, and then it goes to this white one, and then that's it. And then you should be able to connect that to the BRZ, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled the seat rails out from PLM. You get what you pay for. Lord help us all, because there are no instructions. I will try my best. I just don't want to get this seat in and out, in and out, in and out. It's just really annoying. But this is kind of what I've cooked up so far. I think this is how it's gonna go in, but I'm sure you'll hear it at the end of the video when I eventually make a mistake, I'm sure. But the way I see it is, say like this is the front of the vehicle, like your steering wheel is here. So this will be the back of the car, front of the car. So that's going to be where your seatbelt buckle goes that we pulled out from the OEM seat. And then on each one of these, it comes with 8 of these little nuts right here. And I think that these brackets are going to go facing inwards, kind of like that, on all sides. I think that they're all going to be facing inwards, but I'm not too sure yet. And then they just get tightened down by these, but I'm going to leave those loose until I get the actual seat on there. And then here's the seat adjustability rail. I have no idea where it goes. I know that these pieces right here on the inside adjust the seat, but I don't understand how the seat rail connects to them. So we will try and figure that out, but let's go ahead and get this seat onto the seat rail and see if we can figure that out. But before I forget to tell you, I didn't realize PLM sends, this one has 5 holes, this one has 3. So I'm assuming that if you want to adjust the reclinability, the front one, the one towards the steering wheel, would need to be like more adjustable. So I'm going to put that in the front. We'll see if that's the correct way or not, but I'm guessing that the longer one will go in the front and the shorter one will go in the back, so you can adjust the reclinability. Also, I went and got my BRZ instructions. I don't know where I just set them at. Here they are. I went and got my BRZ instructions from the actual seat. Let me show you how helpful they are. Not because just one, they're all in Japanese, but because they're for 180 SXs. So that was really unhelpful. Just pro tip. So we're gonna be winging this and see if we can get the seat rail on the seat at some point today. Would be amazing. Okay, so we skipped a lot because this seat rail has 0 instructions. Now, once you kind of just get the grasp of it, it makes sense. It really does. But I'll show you what all I had to use. So I had to use a 13 mil socket, or I'm sorry, a wrench, and a, what was it, a 5, size 5, whatever you call those things. So for the size 5 thing, I needed to use these right here. The tall one does go in the front, and the short one does go in the back, so you can adjust your height. This is for the seat belt. I have not installed that yet. Everything's pretty self-explanatory, honestly, once you just start trying to figure it out. Except for the seat adjuster, it just hammers onto these little pivots. I don't know if you can see it. Those little things right there. It's kind of a junky design, but you know, you get what you pay for. And I've already put the seat in the car, and I've test fit it, and it feels great. Now let's make this not disgusting. Okay, so we've got the inside except for the front cleaned out, and we'll go ahead and throw the seat in, get it all adjusted, and make sure we're good to go. I'm pretty excited. All right, guys, we got the Cusco Brid in, and the only thing I meant to mention is this seatbelt loop right here needs to be rerouted through this hole on the Brid. And then also another thing that I would do is I would get a seatbelt extender, because this one like is super close to this lip right here, and you can't really buckle it. But other than that, it's all in. Cusco Brid Zeta 4. It's super snug. I'll show you here in a minute. But yeah, she looks beautiful. I'm gonna hand the camera to Isaac, and he'll demonstrate me sitting in it, I guess. But as you can see, I'm 140, 5'9", and I mean, I have no wiggle room at all. I'm super low. I can go lower. We're on the middle setting in the back, and then we're on the pretty reclined setting in the front. But other than that, this seat is amazing, and we'll try and get you some driving videos real quick. All right, so we're gonna go on the road, see how this Cusco Brid works, and if you can even hear me. So another thing about the installation is there's a white pin underneath. I forget the number, but you'll need a switch or whatever to put it in. And it's on Amazon. It's like you can get 100 of them for $5. All you got to do is just put the connecting pin in, and that's it. And it'll fix all this check air. On here, it'll have check SRS airbag system. You can hit back on it, but it doesn't beep or anything. But it's ugly. But yeah, other than that, that's it. It's a really simple install. It only took me, 4 hours because I'm trying to do a YouTube video for the first time. But all right, let's give her a rip. This does not move, dude. First thing I notice is my balls are on the ground. Like I feel like they're scraping my little hairs on the back of my bum. I love it. Well, is it worth the money? Probably not. But it looks good. It looks good. It smells good. That's the list. That's all it does. Really, there's nothing I would change about it. If anybody has a link to a Brid dogfight side piece, like pocket, for the love of Christ, please let me know the link, because I have looked everywhere and I cannot find one. That's the Cusco Brid Zeta 4 seat. I do highly recommend. I'm just kidding about it being not worth the money. I think it really is worth the money. Obviously, I haven't taken it on the track or anything, but I will plan on doing that at some point. But first impressions, I love it. I have no idea how often these videos are going to be made, so don't expect anything